Utah Business is proud to present the 2025 Fast 50 Awards, recognizing the 50 fastest growing companies in Utah, along with the 10 up-and-coming emerging companies. Today's event is sponsored by Kirton McConkie, Tanner, Webb, Colliers, and Mountain America Credit Union. And now, please welcome from Utah Business, Ashley DeHaan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Utah Business Fast 50 Awards Luncheon. If you haven't already started, we invite you to enjoy your lunch now. For nearly 2 decades, we've been recognizing the fastest growing companies, shining a spotlight on our vibrant business community, and championing emerging companies that are poised to shape Utah's future. Before we unveil this year's list of Utah's most dynamic and fastest growing companies, we'd like to express our gratitude to our sponsors, whose support is instrumental in making this event happen year after year. Tanner has been a trusted partner to founders and leaders of fast-growing companies for decades. Their deep expertise across tax, assurance, and advisory helps high-growth businesses navigate complexity, seize opportunity, and scale with confidence. From startup to exit and every stage in between, Tanner works closely with visionary leaders to build strong financial foundations and support smart, strategic growth. Our partnership with Tanner is especially important for this event. Each company considered for the Fast 50 Award submitted 5 years' worth of financials, which Tanner vetted and ranked based on growth and total revenue, with the calculations indicating just a few ties in the program. The top 50 companies from Tanner's findings join us today, along with 10 emerging companies. Please welcome Managing Partner with Tanner, Mark Erickson.
Thank you so much and welcome. We're so pleased to be a sponsor of this event and certainly extend our congratulations to such wonderful, successful organizations. It's really an honor to work with fast-growing companies. We love serving companies who are focused on growth and who are entrepreneurial and continue to lead in this great state of Utah as we grow the economy and provide jobs and opportunities for so many. Thank you for being a part of this, and congratulations on your success.
Kirton McConkie is Utah's premier full-service law firm with 5 locations and more than 175 award-winning attorneys who successfully represent clients in a wide variety of legal matters, including intellectual property, corporate, real estate, construction, healthcare, international, employment, litigation, tax, estate planning, and more. They not only know the law, but also understand successful business and community. Please welcome Rob Walker, President and shareholder at Kirton McConkie.
On behalf of all of us at Kirton McConkie, I'm honored to support and celebrate you for your tremendous contributions to Utah's dynamic and ever-expanding business community. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily hustle. Amid competing priorities and constant change, we may sometimes overlook the incredible business environment that surrounds us, one that continues to thrive, adapt, and lead. As I look around this room, I'm reminded just how strong and vibrant Utah's business community remains. The national spotlight continues to shine on our state, and rightly so. The people and businesses gathered here today are the driving force behind that momentum. The 2025 Fast 50 and Emerging Companies honorees represent the very best of entrepreneurship and innovation. You not only exemplify success, you inspire others across the state and beyond who are dreaming, building, and growing their own ventures. As every entrepreneur and business owner knows, success doesn't happen by accident. It takes vision, grit, and perseverance, and no shortage of late nights and early mornings. At Kirton McConkie, we're proud to stand beside you. We have the privilege of working with many of you and with a wide range of local, national, and international companies. While we are a law firm, our deeper mission is to create business value through strategic legal counsel. We believe in delivering practical solutions, cultivating lasting relationships, and truly understanding the challenges and opportunities that matter most to our clients. Even as Utah's largest full-service law firm, Kirton McConkie remains committed to personalized service. Like today's honorees, we work hard to solve complex problems and move business forward. Like you, we are deeply invested in this remarkable community, and we are committed to helping Utah business continue to grow and succeed. From everyone at Kirton McConkie, congratulations to all of this year's honorees. Please join me in applauding the achievements of the 2025 Fast 50 and emerging companies. Thank you.
Webb is a full-service event production company. Every one of their events begins with a vision, and they work together to bring out the best in technology, creative, and staging to create a brand experience unlike any other. Whether virtual or live, Webb is one of the most creative and innovative event companies in the market. Rather than say more, let's show you who they are.
Speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
What a great video. Please welcome to the stage Melanie Robinson, CEO of Webb.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be here once again celebrating Utah's 50 fastest growing companies. This event is always a highlight of the year, because in this room you can feel the energy, ambition, and drive that make Utah's business community so exceptional. And this year in particular is a special one for us at Webb. We are celebrating our 70th anniversary. Over the decades, thank you, I started the company, as you can tell. Over the decades, we've had the privilege of working alongside many of you, helping bring your visions to life. From sales kickoffs to user summits, leadership retreats to large-scale conventions, we've been behind the scenes watching Utah's brightest companies chart remarkable paths forward, and some of our favorite clients are here today. There's a phrase I've always loved: success is best when it's shared. The growth we're celebrating today isn't just about revenue charts or expansion plans, it's about the wider impact. Thriving companies create more than economic returns. They inspire other entrepreneurs, they spark new ideas, and they create opportunities for people to build careers and communities that they're proud of. So thank you to these 50 amazing companies for showing all of us what's possible when innovation meets hard work. Congratulations on this big milestone, and here's to even greater successes ahead for each of you. Thanks.
Being on this list is a testament to your exceptional drive and innovation. It means you're outpacing fierce competition and leading the way in a state that thrives on entrepreneurial spirit. I can feel the anticipation in the room, so let's get started. Please welcome Executive Editor for Utah Business, Catherine Bennett.
Thank you, Ashley. Thanks once again to all of our presenting sponsors, Tanner and Kirton McConkie. Thank you for supporting us in making this event as spectacular as it is for these deserving businesses. A special thank you also goes to our premier sponsor, Web, and our video sponsor, Mountain America Credit Union. Also, thank you to our primary sponsors. We definitely couldn't do this without you. Now it's time to move on to what you've all been waiting for. We have the opportunity to learn a little bit about each of your businesses and recognize you for your impressive growth. Growing a business will rip your heart out. I've felt it, and I know you've felt it, and I've seen it. The risk and reward elevates every emotion. You guys have persevered. We have an idea of what you've been through to get here. Some of you have grown multiple years in a row, and we recognize how much you've fought for this. You have so much to be proud of. We will begin with the emerging companies category. These businesses are tracking astounding revenue growth, but they haven't been in business the required 5 years to be part of the Fast 50. However, they deserve the spotlight for what they've achieved. They will be listed in alphabetical order rather than in order of ranking. A quick reminder for the person accepting the award on your company's behalf: when you see your video on the screens, we ask that you make your way to the back of the ballroom at the end of the red carpet. With that, let's discover who these emerging companies are. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
In the last year, in a nutshell, one of the big emphases and focuses for us has been improving operational efficiencies, our internal systems, and so we've made a lot of investments in what other companies may see as big investments that are similar size to us. But we believe in what we're doing. We believe that we're going to go big, and so we're making bets now that are going to pay off in the future, whether that's in-house tech that we're building, it's maybe certain roles that we're hiring for, and just getting better at our data systems and using data to leverage insights to help us grow smarter, faster, better. We believe in what we're doing, but I think that's something that a lot of early founders miss out on, is just, if you want to do something great, you've got to work super hard.
I feel like companies, and I say this a lot, so I apologize if you've heard it before, but my big thing is I believe that companies can do very well by doing good. And I feel like a lot of companies are hyper-focused on the wrong things. How can I get to the exit? How can I be the unicorn? How can I put $1 billion in my pocket? What I would love that Utah celebrates, honestly, is I'd love to see billboards that basically say, we created 42 new millionaires last year at our company X. And then you get another company that says, well, we created 44 new millionaires, and before long, you've got all this amazing rewarded talent across the state that then they go off and they create these microcosms on their own that drive up and lift everybody where they stand.
There are a few things that I would credit that have been innovations or projects that have really helped in our success and in our journey. One is our innovation of our new product. We have a global HRIS system, which is a human resources platform. What we do with that is people are able to onboard their global team. It manages a lot of the payments and compliance and onboarding, time off. If you think about all the leave balances and all the things that are country by country, to have a platform that helps manage all of that, that's been really great in the market. And the other thing that's not as innovative, but is, I think, being lost in the market is our customer service.
There have been so many things that have contributed to our rapid growth. Last year, especially last fall, is where I'd say we saw the most success in our business and have continued to see that success. Fall and especially holiday season is huge for us, and influencers played a huge role in that. We did a lot of brand collaborations. We increased our paid ad spend, and yeah, just our marketing overall and our creative vision, which was from our founder, Tommy, has been super instrumental in that. The talent in Utah is insane. Most of our team is based here in Utah. We do have a few remote folks, but having to draw from the talent pool here has been so amazing for our success. And then I think just the culture of Utah is so fun to have a startup and to have a business. There's so many disruptive businesses here, and we're just grateful to be a part of that growth.
At Mobley, we believe in fostering an innovative culture of growth and development by really focusing on our core values, one of which is called Make It Possible. Literally, we use the Master Yoda quote of "There is no try, only do," and we don't believe in having the excuse of "this is the way we've always done it." We always try to find new and innovative ways to do things. I think that it's really important to be authentic in the way you go about your business. You can't be two-faced in saying one thing to leadership and your board and another thing to your employees or your customers. You have to be your real self, because people will ultimately see it no matter what. And if that's consistent with the impression that they've been given of you, they're going to be significantly more loyal and dedicated to the cause that you are championing.
Every day my team and I wake up and our single goal is to do the right thing. We understand that this is a business where there's a lot of different temptations and there's a lot of shortcuts, but our goal is to do the right thing and to play the long game. We want to make sure that we're next to our clients every single day for the next 25, 30 years. One of the things that sets Park City Wealth Advisors apart from our peers is our youthfulness. So when they come down and they sit with our team and look around, they know that we've been through market cycles, we've been through ups and downs, but they also look at us and know that we're gonna far outlast them and the duration that they're gonna be working for. And they know that we're gonna be there to help not only support them, but the next generation too.
Redo's mission is to democratize the Amazon experience for e-commerce brands, whether it's small, medium, or large. So if you think about if you were to build your own Shopify website and you start selling your dress, you would probably need 30 apps to run that business. One for return, one for marketing, one for support. And Redo's goal is to create a platform that does all of it, so they all talk to each other, so it creates more value for you as a merchant, and it's cheaper and you don't have to handle or manage 30 vendors. Our rapid growth is driven by our desire to help these merchants.
Now, Utah is probably the best place in the country to build a business for a couple of reasons. One is the passion that everyone has, the acceptance of entrepreneurship. That's not the case. I grew up back east. That is not the vibe, the same feel as you have here in Utah and in the West about entrepreneurship, of taking those risks, taking those challenges, and being a builder. And because of that, I would say, 90+% of the extreme and big wealth that's created here in Utah, it's from people building businesses. That's how it is. No matter what industry, what space you're in, there's tons of competition. So what are you, that other business owner, going to do differently to separate yourself from the pack?
We've seen various strategies, especially given that we started during the pandemic. We faced everything from market uncertainty to supply side shortages. And to get through that, we've really just always focused on providing what parents need and are looking for. Always, for me, the most important leadership quality is a focus on people. People are more important than products. People are more important than solutions. At the end of the day, it's our internal people and focusing on our customers and their families.
It's time to welcome the individuals behind these companies to the stage. First up, joining us today from Bloom, their VP of Operations, Mitch Morris. Congratulations. Congratulations to Director of Business Development at KJ, Colin Frankham. Now welcome the co-founder and COO of Listo Global, Tyler Dixon. Let's welcome Alexis Baldwin to the stage, Community Manager at Lola Blankets. Oh, and I just learned that she might not be here, so we'll move on, but we'll accept it on her behalf. Yes, let's give Lola a round of applause. Welcome to the stage, Zach Barney, CEO of Mobley. From Park City Wealth Advisors, welcome their Chief Investment Officer, Joshua Flade. Congratulations. Welcome to the stage, Brandon Thurgood, Head of Marketing at Redo. Give a round of applause to CEO of Solidarity Wealth, Jeff McLean. And our final honoree in the Emerging Companies category, join me in a round of applause for the Chief Executive Officer of Trumi, Bill Brady. Congratulations again to all of our emerging companies that are leading the way for small businesses and doing amazing things for Utah's economy. Please give them all another round of applause. Okay, important announcement alert. You may have noticed that you have a QR code on your tables. For timely updates about upcoming Utah business events, as well as local business news, please subscribe to our free daily email newsletter by scanning that QR code. Additionally, as an attendee at today's luncheon, we want to give you half off a one-year subscription to Utah Business Magazine. Subscription registration is also included in the QR code on your table. I get asked often as the executive editor what you guys can do to support us, and that is truly it. So we appreciate you. Now, we are excited to reveal the ranking for the 2025 Fast 50. Video clips of the qualifying companies will be shown in the order they finished. Here are numbers 50 through 41. Please turn your attentions to the video screens.
Something that's changing in our industry that's led to our success really comes down to the changes we're seeing in the electrical power system today. The need for electricity has never been greater, and it's growing. And the demand for energy strategy has increased. And what comes along with that is power quality, generators, distributed energy. And those are the things that we help put together for our customers that have really helped us set apart from our competitors. We've actually gone away from a traditional sales model where salespeople are compensated through commissions. We don't pay commissions, and we're still seeing really great growth as a result from that. And we really look at this as we care for each other and we win as a team. So everybody's contribution is recognized and rewarded at the end of the year through an overall bonus that's shared company-wide.
Everybody's been impacted by cancer at some level, right? And so to be working for a company that is actually improving the diagnostic side of it, so improving the accuracy, but having more tissue for the pathologist is such a key component in their diagnostic process. It allows for downstream testing that allows you to get more accurate, not only accuracy in the diagnostics, but on the therapeutic side, like, oh, what therapeutics am I actually, that would qualify me for that therapy.
So one of the things Valcom has done that contributed to our success and innovated is we've created a virtual CISO offering that really helps businesses understand their cybersecurity landscape. And so putting emphasis in becoming a virtual CISO helps other companies understand their cybersecurity posture and has helped contribute to our growth. So I think one of the biggest innovations of all time that we're seeing right now is AI. We have a daily huddle with all the managers and we all share how we're using AI. That daily cadence of talking about innovation, talking about what we're creating, talking about how we're using AI has really helped us to adopt the AI culture.
We were a private label brand for Target for a year, and we did kids' hair accessories. And I was on a beautiful vacation and got this phone call saying, "You're kicked out." It ruined my vacation. But what I realized in the lowest of lows is that as a brand, you gotta own your own brand. We were doing a private label brand that was Target's brand. And so by getting kicked out, we had the opportunity to say, I'm gonna direct my own future. I'm gonna take the future into my hands. And so we doubled down on our own branding. We put everything to Give Me Beauty. And ultimately over the last 6 or 7 years, we've gained momentum. We put hard into the community and we're accelerating our growth. But to me, it was like the wake-up call that I needed to re-register my priorities.
The advice, I think, to any business about growth is it has to be cultural. This has to be something that's embraced by every employee, because when you push hard on the growth throttle and your employees aren't on board, you create a lot of stress in the organization. Nevertheless, if they are on board, if they're passionate about doing more, expanding their career, growing their clientele base, then you've got what you need. Culturally, it drives the ability to stretch and do more. Growth to the business is the end result.
Well, I went against every piece of advice I was given when I started my business and did not niche. And so I continued to serve both business to business and business to consumer. And that allowed me to be flexible. So when we had changes in the market, like a pandemic, I was able to shift from my business to business because there was a decline over to business to consumer and stay stable, keep all of my staff on, and take care and serve our consumers. I always tell people when they're starting a business that the most important thing you can be is flexible and able to adapt, because everything changes all the time. You just never know what plot twist you're going to run into.
I would say our number one asset is our people and the mindset that they bring to the job each day. Our core values of hone, commit, elevate, and to exceed all have contributed to the tremendous growth that Aptiv has experienced over the last few years. We have faced some challenges over the years, but because of our core values that we espouse and the focus on the customer, those things have contributed to our ability to overcome those challenges and to exceed customer expectations and to continue on our path of significant growth. Leadership qualities are extremely essential in growing a company. It is very, very important that we have people in our leadership positions who are true believers in our core values.
I started this business really to just pay my bills and use my skill, and I love doing taxes. And we started to grow so fast. Like, we realized that no one is helping regular people do their taxes. Like, either you're on your own and have to hit the button and submit, or you're gonna go pay $1 billion at a CPA firm that's probably not a great fit unless you do have really super complex things. There's like this wasteland of normal people, which is what I am, right? That could use help with taxes. So when we started helping normal people at pricing that really is for normal people, that's sustainable, like, the phone hasn't stopped ringing. Like, it's been incredible. Like, we now have 7 locations in Utah. We have over 8,000 clients that we help every single season. It's way different than I thought. I never thought we'd see this kind of growth. I wasn't planning for this kind of growth, but it's a product and a service that people really do need.
We've continued to focus our strategies on investing in our people, making sure that they're experts in what they do, and then investing in our customers, making sure to connect our people with our customers. We're a service company that's technology enabled, and so the more we invest in our people, then the technology can support them. One of the ways that we inspire a growth-minded culture is by empowering people. When people know they're empowered to do their job, to think how to do their job better, they're more likely to innovate on how to do it better on their own without us having to tell them what to do. That way we get everybody in the company thinking about it, not just our leadership. At the end of the day, when we look at numbers and metrics and revenue, it all comes back to what are people doing for our customers and what customers are coming to us to invest their time and resources in our services.
As you might know, Beauty Industry Group develops and sells hair extensions. And one recent innovation is a product that is actually more comfortable for the wearer and much easier for the stylist to install. I would say focus comes from a good strategy to start with, and then really having that strategy communicated and executed throughout the entire organization at every level of the organization and within every department. And it seems like it should be an easy task, but it isn't always as easy as it sounds.
Over the years, Tab Bank has had a strategy of serving our customers and finding an opportunity to help them improve. As we've done that, we've had the opportunity to grow that customer base and expand the services that we offer to our existing customers. That's allowed us to have significant growth through the years. One of the biggest challenges we face as a bank is really understanding what our customers' needs are and then making sure that we've designed products that can help them meet that need. As we've focused on being able to do that, it's allowed us to reach out and help those customers improve their experience and also to help us grow. Tab Bank has an amazing workforce. We have people who are constantly asking, how can I do this better? By allowing them the freedom to experiment, to grow, to learn, and to develop, we've been able to foster a culture of innovation that has helped us be successful.
Please join me in welcoming our first honoree, Energy Management Corporation. Accepting their award today is their Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Lucas Lancaster. And a round of applause for the CEO with Lumia, James Thackeray. Welcome to the stage, VP of Strategic Partnerships with VLCM, Darcy Piz. Congratulations to Gimme Beauty. Please welcome Janie George, Senior Art Director, to the stage. Join me in welcoming to the stage Dallas Christensen, CFO of Layton Construction. Welcome ARC Insurance Solutions, LLC. Accepting their award is Group Account Executive Catherine Webb. A round of applause for the Vice President of Finance of Aptive Pest Control, Sid Hatch. Congratulations to Pack Tax. Welcome to the stage, founder Christy Pack. Welcome to the stage, CEO Scott Hardy from Conservice LLC. Congratulations to Beauty Industry Group. Please welcome to the stage Brandon Hutchins, their President of Brands. Finally, let's welcome to the stage Tab Bank Chief Information Officer, Tammy Fisher. It's now time to recognize the companies that finished 40 to 31. Please, once again, turn your attention to the video screens.
At MaxConnex, as we've tried to grow and expand aggressively these last several years, our focus has been making intentional, big and bold moves. Our strategy has been to think wide and act smart. So to take off the blinders, to think big picture, to say, where are opportunities in the market? So investing and scaling in incredible talent. Now our revenues and who we are and the fact that we've been in business over a decade maybe doesn't constitute a startup, but the startup mentality allows us to be agile It allows us to be nimble and to be able to think differently. And I think that's contributed to our ability to grow.
I think some of the strategies that we've used to help us grow faster, one is taking really good care of our customers and our clients. What we find is that our clients move around to different companies often. And so they end up becoming our sales team, for us, or an extension of our sales team, because they move to a new company, they don't have our products, and they tell their company that they need it. And so, if we take really good care of people, they'll introduce us, and when they move, because about 33% of our clients move each year, companies. So that's been a big strategy and very helpful to us.
So one of the ways that we foster a growth-minded culture at BCI is by being driven by our purpose, which is to create high-value opportunities and thriving communities where we live, where we work. And the culture is really the basis of the entire business, what it looks like, what it feels like, how we engage with our clients, how we interact as a team, right? So one of the innovations that has significantly contributed to our success recently is our Wallmaster initiative. The Wallmaster 300 system is taking us into markets, aerospace, and e-commerce that we had never had before.
Yeah, some of the strategies and decisions that we've made that have really contributed to our growth has been a specific focus on our members. We're a member-owned, not-for-profit cooperative, and so our focus is 100% on how we can enrich and make their lives better. For us, as we continue to focus on that and the development of our team, that's really what's enabled us to grow. I've been here for over 20 years, and one of the things I've most admired about our organization is our goals have not changed. And you might look at that and say, that's crazy. But our number one goal of serving our members has been the center and focus of everything we do. And because of that, as I look forward to moving forward within the organization, I know that focus won't change. And we're going to continue to make sure that we're providing value and helping them to improve their lives.
I think the strategy that's contributed to our rapid growth the most is we try to be the neighborhood pest nerd. We're the friendly face in your community that shows up to your house to take care of your bug problems. People don't scale like a spreadsheet. It's really easy to model out beautiful numbers over a 5-year plan, but at the end of the day, we all have lives outside of the 4 walls of our office. And so when they feel taken care of and when you care about them as an individual, they're really committed to you and doing a good job, and that has a compounding effect.
So our rapid growth, I think, is really by the value we drive to our customers. We were able to really help them with profitability. We can often double the profitability of a restaurant, and we do that through a couple of different methods. We've embraced all the modern AI tools, machine learning, to build a sales forecast of exactly what they're going to sell. So we help them order exactly the right items at the right time, so they're not floating too much inventory, so they have exactly what they need. We help them schedule the right people at the right time so they keep their labor and food costs down, and then prepare that food and have it ready for their guests as they come in. And so we drive visibility into all aspects of their inventory and their labor. And if you can really tweak those, you can really make a restaurant a lot more profitable. It's just about visibility into the operations of their own brand.
Turner Imaging Systems develops X-ray equipment that's highly portable, that provides improved access and efficiency for healthcare. Healthcare is too expensive, so there's market forces that drive the growth, but also we have an amazing team. I also have to give a shout out to the SBIR program and government programs that fund R&D. So, the growth is multifaceted. The Utah business environment's growing very quickly. Everybody knows this. Apex Accelerator has been very helpful for us, and the Governor's Office of Economic Opportunity is always helpful for us writing grants. So, Utah's a great place to do business, and happy to be here.
I think there are certainly some leadership qualities that remain pretty consistent. Great communication, establishing a vision and living that vision, really helping to drive your organization towards Execution, I think, is very important. Servant leadership is really about turning that organizational structure upside down so that you have the customers at the top and the CEO is at the bottom. And so each leader is really supporting. You're not their boss, you're actually supporting them from a leadership standpoint. And so that became very critical as we think about, again, that empowerment is to really instill that right type of support mechanism in place for them to be able to thrive and have some of that accountability while still being able to be nimble and be able to achieve the growth goals that we had.
I think our rapid growth has primarily been driven by our flexible organizational structure. Real estate is a capital-intensive business, so we've worked hard to not only have a acquisition side or a capital-intensive side, but capital-light strategies as well. So third-party management, bridge lending, and other vehicles where we can grow regardless of the macro environment we find ourselves in. I think for us, the biggest challenge is as we've grown, how do we maintain that small company feel and our unique company culture? As we've gone from a small organization here in Salt Lake City to a national organization with over 8,000 employees in 43 states, we've really worked hard on trying to make the company feel small, try to make the organization feel flat, and really focus on communicating so that everybody's rowing in the same direction.
As far as relates to advice for businesses and rapid growth, I've had the fortune to work with many businesses that have grown 10x, 20x in a given year. And we used to coin this phrase that a day is a week is a year is a decade, because that's how fast things feel when you're in that hyper growth mode. And the biggest, I guess, takeaway from those experiences is, number one, keep things simple, right? Keep your eye on the prize, what matters most. And the third thing is to have a clear plan. Sometimes we get so caught up in the busyness of the growth that we forget to have a clear plan, and we're using our energies in a very inefficient way.
Congratulations to the company finishing at number 40, Max Connect Digital. Welcome to the stage their President and Chief Client Officer, Phil Case. Congratulations to Mobility Market Intelligence. Accepting their award is their General Manager of Credit, Louis Zitting. Welcome BZI. Congratulations and welcome Spencer Douglas, Chief Marketing Officer. Welcome to the stage Mountain America Credit Union. Congrats joining us today, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, Nathan Anderson. And welcome to the stage, Mitch Watkins, Chief Sales Officer at Greenix Pest Control. Great work. Welcoming to the stage with Synergy Suite, their CEO, Jared Nielsen. Congratulations to Turner Imaging System, Inc. Accepting the award is Clark Turner, CEO. Congratulations to eAssist Dental Solutions. Let's welcome their co-founder and CEO, James Anderson. Welcome to the stage, Jared Conley, Vice President of Financial Planning Analysis for Extra Space Storage. And finally, join me in welcoming to the stage Ruben Cook, President of Squire Technology. inching closer and closer to that top 10. Let's catch our breath for a moment for a quick announcement. Utah Business is currently accepting registrations for the best companies to work for through September 15th. Your company could be both a Utah Business Fast 50 and a best company to work for in 2025. And don't forget to join us at Utah Business Forward. That's our annual flagship event on November 17th. This premier conference is designed exclusively for executives seeking practical insights and actionable strategies to propel their businesses forward. Let's move on to the companies ranked 30 to 21. Take a look at the video screens.
The strategy that we attribute to our growth is really hiring the right people. We learned early on, I guess I'd say 3 years ago, we learned if you don't hire the right people, it's a lot harder to grow. So yeah, a strategy we've implemented and continue to learn every day is hire the right people, and it makes our job a lot easier. My perspective on growth and success has changed. If you've learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Once your basic needs are met, there's different things that come on. So right now, our success is seeing others succeed more than just, maybe originally it was all financial. Now it's how do others succeed, and how does that help our culture?
Yeah, OpConnect provides cellular connectivity for the Internet of Things space. So we started out building a solution to connect ATMs to the internet, so operators and deployers could have an easy way to place the ATM anywhere and have it connected to the internet. I think a recent project that's contributed to our success is supporting customers as their needs grow and expand, as they reach new customers, geographic locations, and evolving our solutions to support them literally around the world. So we built a solution out of Kaysville, Utah, and now we're supporting customers literally all over the world by building new relationships and solutions to support them anywhere.
In the last couple of years, we've added MagSafe, which is just a magnetic charger you can attach to the back of any smartphone. For rapid growth, you have to have innovation and you have to have a great team. I think those two things always add to success. You know, you'll have your speed bumps along the way. Everybody loves great new products and innovations in whatever your business is. For us, it's portable power for outdoor use. And if we just keep adding what the customers want, or find new ways, better ways to solve the problems that they have. So now you don't have to remember your wires, your cords and cables when you're out adventuring or traveling. You just take our portable power bank with you. So that's been a big growth thing for us the last couple of years.
Some of the strategies and some of the things that we've done over recent years that have attributed to rapid growth have been, first and foremost, a values-forward, mission-driven commitment to our organization, to our people and our clients. By committing to that, and then beyond that, that has built some really capable revenue engines on the organic side that are delivering, appreciable growth. And then the other strategy that we've layered on top is M&A. We acquire other companies, our colleagues' companies here in Utah or in other markets. We've acquired now 8 organizations in total, and so that commitment to high growth on the organic side and inorganic, the M&A side, have really attributed to our accelerated growth.
So at Hawks, we foster a culture of growth and innovation through technology. So first, we believe that technology is advancing constantly every year, and pest control itself is an industry that's been around for hundreds of years. So for us, from the top down, we believe that improving the customer experience definitely helps our culture as a whole. Before you start the journey of rapid growth, I like the saying, you want to keep the end in mind. So make sure at the end goal, you have all the foundational pieces in place to support your frontline employees first. If you can help them, you're inevitably going to help the customer, which is going to grow your business. So beginning with the end in mind and putting your employee first, I think, is crucial to being able to scale successfully.
Our company's been through a lot of growth, and a few of those drivers are our culture and being laser focused on that culture and our core values and executing as a team. Our people are incredible, top notch. We've had some lucky situations where we've been able to recruit top talent, and we give them complete ownership and empowerment to run and execute. Our team loves it. And at the end of the day, we're doing something good and making the world a better place.
We've won the Fast 50 5 years in a row, and we are throwing the Comma-fetti at Comma Copywriters. We're so happy to be here. Thank you to those in this room who have been our clients and helped us get here. When I first started my business, it was me. I was a solopreneur, and as we've grown over the past 9.5 years, my perspective on success and growth has evolved because I see my role as the business owner to really be about helping my team with life first work and helping them be able to go after what's important to them in their lives. So it's grown from being about me and my family to being about more than me.
It's really the idea that growth can come from anywhere. So we do have an incredibly talented leadership team with a diverse set of experiences. And yes, they come up with many great ideas, but we really celebrate the idea that innovation and new growth can come from anyone throughout the company. So we actually have something that we call the Innovation Cup, and that's where anyone can form a team and come pitch their idea to the co-founders and some members of the leadership team. And so those are things that we end up funding and building. And we just had our big annual Accelerate conference where a number of the new innovations that our CEO, Dave Wright, announced on stage actually came from that competition, came from, all throughout the organization. And so I think that's what keeps our innovation going, is that it's not just dependent on one person or a small group of people.
How's our perspective changed for growth over time? It's interesting when you're in startup mode. You really want to dive in, keep going, growing, and seeing how you can progress and help as many people as possible. There's a big demand for products being made and manufactured, and our drive is just to keep growing that demand and working with people to make it happen.
So the advice that we would give for businesses that are aiming towards rapid growth is really to understand first and foremost kind of your goals and objectives, kind of the mission and vision that you set out to achieve as an organization. We saw in our organization that mission and vision drives the culture of the business, which in turns, if you have individuals that are driven, that are excited about the culture that you have, then they're more apt to make it happen. So really kind of driving that cultural aspect is really important for rapid growth.
Cynosure is a fully integrated and diversified financial services firm that we started about 12 years ago. The main goal for us is helping good people do great things. And so most of our clients are out in the industry, or out in the community, donating and contributing back into the community. And with our focus on our clients, with our focus on having the absolute best and most experienced experts in the field, we're able to deliver on that. And as a result, our clients can better give back into the community and help. So it's a soft double bottom line.
Growth is always a challenge that really is disguised as an opportunity. It's the ability to drive forward in new ways and to capture synergies with those businesses that we've acquired and make sure that we spread the culture of service and of a growth mindset. That's something that we talk about all the time, and make sure that we just link arms and march forward. And having that central to what we do every day in terms of growing and serving those clients and our partners, it tends to be embedded in the bedrock and the culture of who we are and just moving forward.
Congratulations to our winner at number 30. Oh, and first, before we do that, I wanted to say, you've probably noticed throughout, we do have some ties. So if you're like, how did this happen? Just know there have been ties throughout. So we've been able to award a couple more people than normal. Congratulations to our winner at number 30, Tag and Go Car Wash. Joining us on stage, CEO and co-founder Quinn Allgood. And a round of applause and welcome to the stage, Kevin Dalton, Chief Experience Officer at OptConnect. We're pleased to recognize Dark Energy. Congratulations to their CEO, Garrett Ida. One more for Garrett Ida, I think. Here with us today is Nexus IT's CEO, Earl Foote. Congratulations. Welcome to the stage, J.K. Gleave, Chief Revenue Officer and Board Member of Hawks Pest Control. Join me in congratulating Denique's Director of Corporate Sales, Spencer Dunford. Let's welcome to the stage CEO at Comma Copywriters, Krista Lee Beck. Congratulations to Pattern. Accepting the award today is Chief People Officer, Missy Johnson. Congratulations and welcome to the stage, General Manager John Taylor from Pure Manufacturing. Congratulations to Cynosure Group, Founder and Managing Director, Bud Scruggs. And finally, let's welcome to the stage, SVP of Business Development at Trucordia, Rocky Steele. We are so pleased to rub shoulders with such amazing companies. Next up are the companies that finished number 20 to number 11. And again, you might see a couple ties throughout, so we'll turn our attention to the screens.
I attribute our rapid growth and opportunities at Sensapure to understanding the nutrition industry and finding ways to create value for the customers that we serve in that industry. The significant challenges that we have faced in our growth phase is to really understand the needs of our customers that we are serving. And really, we're focused on helping products, active lifestyle nutritional products, taste amazing. And we're the first flavor manufacturer in Utah, and we service customers all over the globe. But this is a massive industry in the state of Utah, and we have learned how to understand those customers' needs, have a product development center where we can bring those people in live and work iteratively to develop their products to help them taste unbelievable.
Some of the strategies that I think that have contributed to our rapid growth are hiring the right people and putting them in the right seats. So we have a rock star team of people that are dedicated, that are honestly ready to roll up their sleeves and dig in at any point. So we have people that'll solve problems, make perfect experiences for our customers, and that's gone a long way. For the last probably 8 years, I personally have had my own personal coaches. I hire coaches for my executive team. I make sure that there's always a resource available to ask a question. Sometimes we kind of think that we have all the answers, but having another person that's external to the company has allowed us to ask those questions and give them a very different perspective and help us along the way.
Identified a problem, a common problem, people needing a car key, a spare car key or fob, and a common frustration of it costing $400, $500, $600 to get at a car dealership. And by skipping the car dealership, they come to tomskey.com, order their key or fob, we send a do-it-yourself programming kit. So really crafting or coming up with what's the customer-focused procedure or process to solve this problem. How do we add value into their lives? And then as they find value, they keep, as customers find value with our company, they come back, they share it with friends, and we get to help people in the process.
We believe that everybody's on their own hero's journey. I'm on a hero's journey, you're on a hero's journey, our customers are on a hero's journey. And to be a hero, you need to go through challenging times and you need to overcome them. And we believe that we provide tools for our customers and for our employees to be successful and to be heroes. So internally, we want to be heroes. In fact, we celebrate Heroes of the Month every month with our employees who overcame adversity and achieved something great inside the company. So it's that culture that we drive towards of becoming heroes that allows us to unify and be so successful.
Our significant challenge that we faced that's really helped us grow and become who we are is back in 2015-16, there was a big oil and gas downturn across America. And our business was at that time 70% oil and gas. Our business shut off overnight. And it really stretched us. My father just retired, and it really made us look at who we were and realize that we needed to diversify and not have all of our business in just that oil and gas market. And we sort of came with this tagline, strength through diversity. And that really was the beginning of us making the change of turning into who we are today.
Initially, when we started Durai, I would have looked at things more individually and been more reactive if a customer was upset about something, or if we had one piece that wasn't exactly the way that we wanted it to look, or photos that didn't capture it. And I think over time, as we're entering our 8th year of this, I'm able to look at things a lot more holistically and look at things from a more data-driven standpoint and say that success for us is being able to launch products, keep a really good net promoter score that ensures that we are delivering on our brand value and that customers are happy with our products, and then ultimately being able to run a business that is profitable every year. So not just focusing on revenue growth, but making sure that everything that we're doing keeps our business growing and healthy.
The key in a pizza oven is its heat retention and heat distribution. And Gosney's innovation is that we took that heat retention and distribution in commercial ovens and basically scaled it down to fit in your home. And last year we came out with an oven called Arc XL, and it has just been a knockout product in the market. Gosney 6 years ago was a D2C company. We were sold predominantly online, and we knew there was demand in the market to take it to wholesale. So that was really the biggest moment in our growth. Since then, we've opened thousands of retailers globally. We're sold in Asia Pacific, in Australia, in EMEA, in Germany, and in the US we sell to great retailers like Home Depot and Ace Hardware, and the wholesale success story has just been up and to the right.
I think the leadership qualities that are necessary to build a successful company are the ability to be solution-oriented, to be willing to think outside of the box. Putting together an amazing team is a huge part of it. Our customers are looking for solutions for financing. And when you're in an economy that is, I'm gonna say not quite settled, it can lead to a necessity for more outside of the box solutions. And our customers have come to us and come to rely on us for being able to provide those. We're able to pivot quickly. We're able to provide amazing options. We're able to meet their needs in a very fast time frame. And that has allowed for us to continue to grow and grow throughout the year.
We foster a growth-minded company by making sure everybody has their areas of responsibility and giving them the flexibility to go do that how they see fit without a ton of micromanagement. And now I look at success as, do I enjoy what I'm doing? Am I surrounded by people I care about, and do they care about me? Are we supporting each other? And ultimately, are we doing something that we can be proud of? And instead of while the highlight moments are cool and fun to have, it's made me realize that it's the day-to-day and the people around us that is what keeps us showing up.
So Bamboo was set up as a tech-enabled insurer 7 or 8 years ago, really focusing on rebuilding what an insurance company looks like. Our leadership team, the founding team, we're all legacy insurance executives and knew the pain points that came with running a large insurance company and had the idea to build a new one. So we always encourage folks to bring new ideas to the table. Bamboo prides itself on being an organization that's a meritocracy. Anybody who has an idea, regardless of if it's their second day on the job or they've been with the company for 7 years, we encourage you to speak up, to identify problems, solutions, bring them to the table. We're all ears.
So my perspective on growth has evolved immensely over the last 6 years. So when I first started, it was kind of that daily grind of go, 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 go. And now, I'm a mom of 4 young kids. And sometimes I have to adjust my mindset on what does growth and success or whatever that looks like, what does that truly mean, right? So whether it's the big revenue numbers or the big, awards or accolades, and really taking a step back and realizing the growth that maybe I've had as an individual as we've grown as a company, and then the growth and the impact that we've had, in our community or families and things like that.
For another year, we are recognizing Sense of Pure Flavors. Welcome to the stage, founder Jeff Reynolds. Congratulations to WD Electronics. Aaron Hatch, CEO, is here to accept the award. A round of applause for Tom's Key Company. Founder and CEO Mike Westman is here. Join me in welcoming to the stage Job Nimbus. Their Director of Talent Acquisition, Nick Cook, is joining us on the stage. Our next honoree is BHI. Congratulations to Eric Haslam, Chief Operating Officer. Welcome to the stage, the co-founder and Chief Brand Officer of Durai Home, Kelsey O'Callahan. Congratulations to Ghazni. Celebrating with us is Brittany Schumacher, VP of People. We're proud to recognize Christina Allen, EVP of Documentation from Onset Financial. Let's welcome to the stage Jake Hadlock, CEO at Nutrient. A round of applause for Brock Christensen, VP of Operations at Bamboo Insurance. And finally, let's welcome Elise Jackson, founder and CEO from Beehive Meals. Congratulations to all of the honorees in this growth group. Okay, but really, now it's time to see the top 10 companies. Is anyone excited? I'm feeling a little nervous, a little anxious. It's time to see the 10 companies for the 2025 Fast 50 list. These companies have had historic years. Please turn your attention to the video screens one last time.
So I believe that our rapid growth is attributed to several things. One being our product market fit, and that I believe we have the right product at the right time at the right price point. Another piece of it is that we offer in-depth personalization where we match the product to the customer, and one customer's scent profiles might be very different than another customer's scent profiles, which really helps people discover. Because scent is very, very personalized, so we've really leaned into that. The final piece that I think has really helped is our distribution. And so not only do we have an amazing website that does very well, but we're also in Nordstrom's, we're also in every single Target, and that continues to grow. And so a lot of times customers just stumble by our product and go, oh, what's this?
Some strategies that we implemented, one of the biggest ones was definitely niching down and choosing auto repair itself as our focus for our marketing agency. So we offer exclusivity to some of our clients, or not some, all of our clients within a radius of their shops. And naturally, as we grow, exclusivity becomes an issue of like, hey, we can't take certain people on, and we don't want to stunt growth that way. So for us, because we only focus on general auto repair shops, which are typically independent family-owned shops, we're thinking about now branching off to like auto body, auto detail. So some of the other closely adjacent automotive related businesses, but not direct competitors for our clients, that still allows us to grow, continues to support the space, and then also then again take on other clientele and grow our business. So
Utah is fantastic for fulfillment, and it's for a couple of reasons. First is there's plenty of workforce here. Fantastic workers, excellent workers. It's a fantastic state for business. Banks have been friendly. I mean, pretty much anything you can point to start and be successful in a business, Utah is the place to be. Advice that I would give to a business that's really trying to achieve rapid growth is it starts at the top. And it starts at the top in the money that owners pay themselves. It starts at the top in where am I going to put my profits on a yearly basis? I believe that owners that are too greedy, that starve their business, will starve rapid growth. You can't have one without the other. You need to have some sort of fuel to be able to take your business to the next level in a very short time period. So you got to pick and choose your priorities.
I think our rapid growth has been mostly related to our focus and execution. So I think, say no to the wrong opportunities, and we stay really focused on the right opportunities for our business. So we know what we're experts at. We execute in the area that we know we're experts at, and our customers understand that and appreciate that. It's really just been about scaling, but not scaling too fast, because we're not a company that's using venture capital money. We're not using somebody else's funds to fuel the growth. So I think we're much more thoughtful and deliberate about how we grow the business.
Wheeling creates a growth-minded culture for its employees through, listening to what we have to say. I think that especially working with customer experience and hearing what the customers are bringing to our ears, we are given the chance to bring it to the executives to translate that into the actual service and what people want to see. So whether it be our prices or be, just how we are treating our customers, so on and so forth. Wheeling is, especially the executives and the CEO, has always been open to hearing from all people within the company. And so they're always open to growing through that feedback that they're receiving.
Our long-term goal is to completely eradicate claims adjudication. Why not? Why can't we just transact in healthcare like we do everything else? You should know what you're going to pay when you go to get a procedure done, and that's what we've done. Before, as a patient, before you go in, you know exactly what this is going to take, how much is it going to cost you. The average payer, third-party payer in our platform, saves over $20,000 per procedure that they run through our platform. So they know they're saving a lot of money. They can waive those out-of-pocket costs for their members and incentivize their members to use us. And then providers know, hey, I'm going to get paid on time, so I can roll out the red carpet. I can give these guys a really good price because I'm getting paid immediately. So that's our long-term goal, is to completely change the way that healthcare is transacted here in this country.
So a lot of our rapid growth is attributed to the desire to skip overseas inventory. We have another sister company called Dustis Technologies who traditionally has relied on a lot of molds. And just seeing the geopolitical issues that come up, the tariffs, the issues with ordering inventory overseas has really driven us to build this company really quickly, to bring manufacturing back to the States, bring manufacturing specifically back to Utah, and we're doing it in rural Utah, in Price, Utah. This has been huge with us. It's been, I can't even, like, the Goyo people there have just, we love them. Like, they are awesome to be able to give us resources and helps.
What I would suggest for somebody that's looking for rapid growth is having a good strategy, as well as focusing on creating a robust team around that strategy so they come in and help with that growth. You have to have a sound business model that speaks to people. And I would say the way we set it up, contrary to most of our competitors, is we've built an autonomous business where we don't have employees at our facilities. You have to have really good quality people that fit your culture and share a vision for what we want to do, and that's disrupt the golf industry.
So the reason for Nectar's continued rapid growth really comes down to two main components. First, it's our people. We have the most talented, high caliber people on the team. They want to come build something really special. And if we do that, and then we give them autonomy and direction, and they're bought into our mission, which is to help people feel valued and appreciated at work, and really transforming cultures, that's where kind of the magic happens. And secondly, it's our amazing customers who, by working with Nectar and partnering with us, they're saying that they want to invest more in their employees and the overall employee experience, and they help really propel our mission forward.
So my mindset about growth in a company is that you take things one step at a time. Just like you do in a health journey, you do it with a business as well. There'll be lots of loud voices telling you what you should and shouldn't do, but it's one little step at a time. And I believe anybody can be successful running a business if they're a problem solver, because there are going to be problems every day that arise. And so if you can tackle that problem and have a positive mindset that you're willing to solve the problem, then you'll be a success.
One of our biggest challenges is getting the best people that we can locally here. We're a back to office environment now, and so we want people in office and to mingle and to collaborate together. And so we've really gone out and set up our recruiting efforts in Utah. Utah is very entrepreneurial minded, and so we've been able to kind of find, I think, top of class people in Utah. At 5-Star, we live by values called DRIVE. It stands for driven, real, innovative, vital, and enthusiastic. That's by no coincidence, the first letter is D for driven. And so everybody we bring on, if they're a cultural fit, they're driven. Looking at how they can help franchisees, how they can support the brand leaders, and really just grow franchisee unit economics.
The environment in Utah is very motivating. It's very innovative. We're in a space, Utah's, there's lots of technology companies, there's lots of exciting new businesses here. This is healthcare. It's been around forever, but the kind of the mindset and the brain trust of Utah and the people we get to interact with, they bring lots of ideas, lots of momentum. Have you thought of it doing something this way or that way? And we're continually bringing in new ideas to our business and figuring how can we do this in our business? And I think that's where Utah has really helped us, that and just connections and the network that's here. And we're trying to disrupt a system that needs disruption, and Utah is really good at doing that.
In the top 10, Pura. Congratulations to Pura and welcome Scott Rushforth, Chief Technology Officer. You don't look like a Scott. No, okay. Congratulations to Lift Auto Repair Marketing. Accepting their award today is co-founder and CEO, Kelsey Outram. Also not. Welcoming to the list and stage, Braden DiCristofano, Chief Executive Officer and co-founder from Launch Fulfillment. We're happy to recognize Colossus Bio. Their CEO, Colin Begley, is here today to accept their award. Congratulations to Jason Pierce, SVP of Finance at WeLink Communications, Inc. Let's give it up for Savos Health. Congratulations to Lou Morin, CEO. A big round of applause for Spencer Lovelace, CEO and founder of Merit 3D. Please give a warm welcome to COO at Back 9, Brady Carlson. Welcome to the stage, Peyton Walbeck, Vice President of Marketing representing Nectar. And we're happy to recognize Just Ingredients. Their CEO, Carolyn Call, is here today to accept their award. Coming in at number 2, accepting on behalf of 5 Star Franchising, Bison Naylor, VP of Business Development at ProNexus. And now, for the fastest of the growing companies here in Utah, join me in congratulating our first place winner, Pure Healthcare. Please welcome to the stage, Founder and Chief People Officer Trey Gardner.
All right, so I can't see any of you, so this should be interesting. Well, last year we lost out to Pura, and we made a company policy last year that we should pull out all of Pure's filters. So it looks like that worked for us. All kidding aside, we are super grateful for the opportunity to be up here. Thankful for Utah Business for putting this together. You guys do a great job every year of making this really nice and enjoyable. So thank you. We appreciate it. You know, when Pure started about 7 years ago, we thought that we'd gotten into this really unique niche in healthcare that was not going to be super complicated and would be fairly easy to operate in. And about a year later, we realized how incredibly wrong we were as we started to really get into the business and started to grow and to expand. And so we quickly had to pivot. So if you would have told us 6 years later that I'd be standing here doing this, I would have called you crazy, because we definitely didn't feel it at that time. There was a lot of pressure on the organization, a lot of need to grow. And during that time, though, it actually led us to have some very deep, meaningful experiences with our patients that we serve. And that's really where we found a lot of meaning and value, is serving our patients and providing this very unique experience for them, where we provide something that's very individualized, very tailored to every single patient that's dealing with chronic illness in their life. And so you can imagine, as we've gone through this, that we have a number of people to thank. And so first and foremost, I want to thank Build Capital Partners for really being with us from the beginning, from the inception when Pure was just an idea. They've been there every step of the way, whether it's been through financing, operations, or just general counsel, have been an absolute blessing in our life. So thank you to Build. And obviously, as everyone in here can probably attest to, our employees, our people that make up Pure have been absolute lifesavers. There's no way we could have done this without our people at Pure, from the leadership all the way down to our team members at local sites, most of which operate outside of Utah, are just driven to care for patients and to take care of these patients in a way that we just are so grateful for. So, and last of all, we are incredibly grateful for our patients. When Pure wins, our patients win. And the experiences that we get to have with them have been absolutely priceless. And to see the joy that comes on their face through having some of these unique experiences at our employees' hands that we get to partake in through, whether that's reviews or someone, leaving us a nice note, has made all the difference. So thank you. We appreciate it.
One more just huge congratulations from Utah Business to all of you, to our top 10, to our number one, our fastest growing company. In my role as the executive editor, we and the editorial team gets the really distinct honor of hearing your stories from you. And they are so transformative. They are so inspiring. This room, while we're all kind of at different stages of growth, we learn so much from each other. We're inspired by each other. And I think that is why Utah Business and these events are so incredibly important to the community. We are able to grow together. And I think that's my favorite part about this role and what Utah Business does. But thank you to all of you for being here. One last thanks to our sponsors, our premier sponsor and our presenting sponsor. We're grateful for our sponsor, Colliers, that's here with us. We're grateful that they're here. We're really passionate about, we know that you're passionate about your customers and your teams and your business in Utah, and we've seen that through the interviews we've done with you. That is the tie, the thread through all of you, is you care so much about the people around you. And today we saw some of the people and the companies making Utah the #1 economy in the country. And as entrepreneurs and leaders, you represent the best of us. You truly, truly do. Now, the big moment to make one more announcement to you, a final announcement. We have to say thank you to our incredible, incredible events team. I don't know how they do all that they do, but thank you to Donnie, Hayden, and Colleen. They're all around here. They hide in the corners, so if you see them, please let's give them a round of applause. They're incredibly talented. We're grateful for them. And as a reminder, before we wrap up, your parking is paid for. So if you didn't receive a voucher when you checked in, please make sure you get one from a Utah Business staff member at the registration table that's just out here. And we do like to do our partner recycling, so if you would, please leave your name badge on your table or at the registration table. The Fast 50 list will be published on our website on September 6th and will also appear in the September issue of Utah Business Magazine. So make sure to show all of your friends and your family. They care too. The videos of each company will be available on the Utah Business website shortly after the event. We invite you to share them as you celebrate your accomplishment. And I know I'll be sharing them. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations again to the 2025 Utah Business Fast 50 and Emerging Companies.